Good evening. This is the I Am Hip Hop. Hip Hop is me. Been down with it since 1994. YouTube channel. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit that notification button too to give me some feedback on what you think I should do or what give me some advice or whatever, or give me some comments in the comments. Today we're talking about Outkast, the duo from Atlanta, Georgia. Started back in '93 when they dropped the song "Players Ball," had everybody in a frenzy. It was originally supposed to be a Aerosol Christmas party thing, but it turned into one of their first hits and big hits at that. Andre 3000, he showed his lyrical skills. It was on the come up. I think it was '94, '95 when they dropped the Southern Playalistic album, certified classic, songs from front to back. Finally, Atlanta had something to say, as Andre 3000 said at the 1995 Source Awards. If you know, you know. That's when the tensions was pretty tight between the East Coast and West Coast. He broke the ice and said that. Ever since when he said that, the South ain't never looked back, and that was like '95, I think. That album right there, Players Ball, Southern Playalistic, you can name them all. Then they came back out in 1996 with ATA Aliens. It even took them to a higher level with that, because it shows Andre 3000 ability to capture people's mind and be very realistic. Big Boy is more flamboyant, more out there, giving you the other side. But it was yin and yang, but they collaborated good together. You know what I'm saying? That's ATL at its best. And that's also the same year that dropped out when the Olympics came to Atlanta, when Muhammad Ali was holding the torch. Ever since '96, Atlanta ain't never been the same. They ain't never looked back. Then we fast forward to 1998, when Outkast dropped again with Miss Jackson, Back of the Bus, Rosa Parks, classic material. Every time they dropped the album, they kept on selling more and more and more. Then I think they dropped again in '99, 2000, 2001. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on it. But it was every time they dropped, they always went better than what they did. And they was always at the forefront of Atlanta's movement. That's where they're one of the pioneers that's responsible for Atlanta today. And you see Lil Baby, Future, Belly Gang Kush, 21 Savage, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Any of those, they come from under that tree, under that umbrella. You see what I'm saying? There's one thing I can say about Outkast. To me, I have to say, might get a lot of feedback or might get a lot of pushback. I think they're the best two-man duo ever. I put them number one, and I put Mobb Deep, that I like it so much, number two. The reason I give it to them over Mobb Deep because they have more commercial critical claim success than Mobb Deep do. But I have to give it to Outkast. That Andre 3000, he's on another level. I wish he would have made it like a real, true hip-hop album that speak to the masses. He did some other stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. When your music inclined, you have the luxury of doing that. But Outkast as a group, I have nothing bad to say about them. They always came with it. They always came different. They never try to be the flow. They was the flow. You see what I'm saying? So I love hip hop for that reason. That's back in the day where everybody was trying to sound different. Nobody was trying to sound like they are now. You know what I'm saying? So I love that era of time, the '90s, mid '90s, early 2000s, even up to the 2010s. Everybody was trying to think. And I think Outkast brought a lot of rhyming. They brought a lot of attention to Atlanta. I'm not saying nobody else did, but they really put it on their back. And for that, I have to salute them. You know what I'm saying? Please hit the button, like, comment, and subscribe. Give me some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Or later on these little short films, we can always collaborate with somebody. We can have a debate about different artists, different topics, and stuff like that. I love hip hop. Hip hop loves me since 1987. This the Wheels, and we out. And it's just like that.